Aloha, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from the most isolated and populated island in the world. Oahu is the gathering place, and on this episode I gather some of my family and friends, my ohana, to share in the fun. We'll show you an underwater activity found in very few places in the world, and we'll mesmerize you with the tunes of Makana and his magical musicians. All this and more on Next Stop Oahu. The fun starts now. Oahu's the gathering place, so I've gathered some of my friends and family, my ohana, for a day of fun. We're going to kick it off at the Podium Raceway, and then we'll splash it up at Wet n Wild. But first, I got the need for speed with my ohana. This place is awesome.
Thank you.
Now, how long has it been here? You brought this from California kind of recently, right?
Yeah, that's correct. When I came to Hawaii about 5 years ago, we were looking for a venue to do indoor entertainment. Kart racing is real big there, so we decided to start looking for a building and bring it here.
What's the process? You got to go over there to the computers, you got to get signed up, get your little card.
What you do is just come in, and on the kiosk, we have an electronic kiosk. You punch all your information in there, your email address, your Facebook. Walk right up here and they'll put you in a race.
So the kids actually get to have their own little driver's license. They must love that.
Yeah, they love it. They got their picture on it and it keeps all their information on. So once they sign in one time, they don't ever have to do that again. You can come back at any time. Your information's on there. You have 2 or 3 races left. Swipe it and then you can race again.
So who loves it more, the kids or the adults?
You know what? We run about 5 adult races for every kids race. So what does that tell you?
Okay, John, that's it. Your history. You're gonna be last.
Whatever, dude. You're going down. So's hot laps over there. Man, that gets your adrenaline pumping. Isn't that awesome?
I couldn't catch you guys.
Did you guys have a good time? Yeah! So did I. Before we go to Wet n Wild, we have a special presentation for you guys. All right! Good job. Thank you very much. So here we are at Wet n Wild, but we're obviously not in our Wet n Wild attire. So girls, you got 5 minutes. You go that way. Guys, we go this way. Meet back here with your swimsuits.
All right.
Do it. Go. It's a race. Boys win.
Yeah! Boys on 3!
Okay, the girls finally arrived. Everybody, before we go out and have some fun, the sun's out. We have to protect our skin. Everybody gets a squirt of sunblock, and then you get to go play. Robert, you first. Go play! I've sent my ohana off to enjoy the water park. There's lots to explore. Eddie, where do we even start at this place?
Well, depends. You know, if you have kids, we have many different areas for kids.
What's this? This is just a big cruising pool right here?
Yeah, right behind us is our Hawaiian Waters wave pool. It's our man-made wave sort of attraction here at the park.
I also saw some people surfing over here. I'm not sure if that's going to be me or not.
You know, it takes a lot of good core to get on that board. But basically what the flow rider is a standalone wave where you could either bodyboard or use a skimboard, which is similar to a snowboard.
Oh, cool.
So if you could snowboard, you could definitely ride that flow rider.
This looks like a ride for the real men. So we got Charles, Mike, Johnny, and this John. Tornado time. We had a great day here today. Did we have fun?
Yeah!
We highly recommend Podium Raceway and Wet n Wild for your Ohana Day on Oahu. Aloha! Stick around. Coming up on Next Stop, one of the most unique water activities in the world. Admitted to the Union in 1959, Hawaii, our 50th state, is the most isolated population center on the face of the earth. China is 5,000 miles away, Japan 4,000 miles away, and the nearest population center, California, some 2,400 miles away. Now, even though we might be far away from you right now, you never feel lonely in Hawaii. Truly one of the world's premier travel destinations. Book your Hawaiian getaway today at alaskaair.com. We're in Hawaii Kai Marina heading out to the Pacific to experience one of the most unique water activities you'll find anywhere in the world, but you will find it on Oahu.
Any of you guys familiar with the Hawaii 5-0 show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got some filming grounds right over here. This brown house with shiny windows, it's like an Aspen style looking one. A bunch of like famous celebrities like Dog the Bounty Hunter lives on the beach. We got some musicians, things like that, a lot of movie stars. Also in the introduction of Hawaii 5-0, they use this whole bay. They take a helicopter and zoom in and they shoot down. And then if you guys are staying in Waikiki, this is the opposite side of Diamond Head from what you're looking at.
All right, everybody. So basically, here's the alien you guys are gonna cruise around on today. We know it's bizarre looking, but it's a really good water toy. You guys are gonna enjoy it. How it works is we have a dive tank here on the front, which we will have in a second. It's not there yet. And that pumps fresh air right into the dome here. So you got fresh air coming in right in front of your face, and all the old air is coming out these holes here in the back. It's really cool. And the only thing you guys gotta be responsible for is pulling the trigger and steering around.
Sam, we've done a lot of water sports all around the world, and this is the first time we've ever seen scooters. Where did you find these things?
I was on a surf trip about 6-7 years ago and met a guy at the bar actually, and just started chatting. 2 years later, he came at me with this proposition and told me that he wanted me to start this over here. We thought it'd be a good fit for Hawaii, and
It's a great fit for Hawaii.
yeah, I mean, it ties the gap between snorkeling and scuba, and a lot of people don't want to go through the whole process of getting their dive card and all that, and so it's a good fit, and for non-swimmers as well.
So Charles, you're 10 years old, not many kids get to go on underwater scooters. Your first time, was it what you expected? And would you do it again?
I definitely want to do it again, and it was kind of what I expected, but kind of better than what I expected.
Nice.
Exciting more.
Good opportunity. High five. We're staying once again with our good friends with the Aston Hotels and Resorts on Oahu, which is a good thing because there is a huge variety of properties here on Oahu. Right, Kara?
Absolutely, and variety is a spice of life.
It is,
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely, and so we have something for everyone, whether you're young or young at heart, and whether you're a family or a single or a couple traveling together.
If you're looking for luxury, you've got that.
Absolutely.
The Aston Waikiki Tower is just absolutely beautiful.
Right. We have budget, moderate, and upscale, and the Waikiki Beach Tower is our most luxurious property with full service. And so, you get the beauty of the condominium, the space, and the great price.
Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more moderate, the
Yes.
Circle Hotel, it's great values there, and that's a real fun property, and it's in a circle.
Right, well, Circle is one of my favorite properties. One of the reasons why is because of its location. You can't get that close to the beach and consider yourself a moderate property. And you're correct, it's shaped as a lantern and it's feng shui. And nowadays, when it's very important to have all the good vibes, coming at you. And so all the bad spirits go straight up to the roof.
I love it. And this
Yeah.
property that we're staying at, the Waikiki Beach Hotel, is right across the street. And you've got great
Absolutely.
shopping right down here in the lobby. Another perfect place for families.
One of the nice things about Aston Hotels and Resorts is not only do we have a great price, but we have a great value. Obviously, value isn't about the price, it's about what you get, what you pay for that price.
Absolutely.
And with our Aloha book and having over $2,000 worth of savings, especially here in Oahu, even when I look through it, I get surprised, oh, we have this in the Aloha book.
Coming up on Next Stop, a royal celebration at the Royal Hawaiian Waikiki and a kind grinds. Duke Kahanamoku is a legend here on Oahu and was a true Renaissance man of his day. He won several Olympic medals in swimming and was the first person to ever be inducted into both the Swimming and Surfing Hall of Fame. Duke was an actor. Duke was a lawman here in Honolulu for many years and was the Hawaiian ambassador helping spread the aloha spirit throughout the world. Duke Kahanamoku, we salute your spirit. We're at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel for a Tehati production luau. Now, I know from experience living here, if I see Tehati Productions on the bill, it's going to be good.
Oh, thank you.
Fadia, thanks for having us, brother.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good to see you.
All right, pleasure to be here.
Tell us about this luau and let's talk story about the story.
Okay, what we have here is actually what we don't like to call a luau, and it's what we call aha'aina, or what is traditionally known as a feast or get-together.
And there's entertainment happening around the periphery right now. You got guys pounding poi over there.
We have some fishermen showing some of their unique wares, as well as some of the techniques that they did. And then lastly, we have our women, which was a pounding kapa, ancient traditional Hawaiian bark cloth. And that's something that only women were allowed to do back in ancient days. So, this first act is kind of pre-European contact with our activities and kind of let everybody know some of the activities that we used to do as Hawaiians before everybody came.
Lovely. Act two,
Act two is the feast, absolutely, aha'aina. This wonderful feast, but it's a wonderful range of variety of food, from some traditional Hawaiian to the kind of Pacific fusion. And then finally, Act 3 is the actual production piece, the showpiece, and it takes us on a journey. Earlier days, ancient Hawaiian days, was known as Helumua, this whole area. And so we kind of teach you about, how the name came about and what our Hawaiian people did to make this place, significant.
The most prominent and renowned of all our Ali'i kings was King Kamehameha Nui, Kamehameha the Great. And now we celebrate the Kalakaua dynasty in a medley of songs and dances written in their honor.
Kiss me, my darling,
just down the road from here, a very new sensation was taking center stage. The world was being introduced to the pulsating beat of the drums from the islands of Tahiti and to awe-inspiring fire knife dancing from Samoa.
With 112 miles of coastline, Oahu is the third largest of the Hawaiian Islands, but it's also the most visited, thanks to attractions like Pearl Harbor, Diamond Head, world-famous Waikiki Beach, and the state capital of Honolulu, which is also home to the only royal palace in the United States, the Iolani Palace. I'm with Michael at Tiki's Bar and Grill, Waikiki's premier locally owned restaurant. And before we talk about food, which is such a passion here on Oahu, let's talk about this drink.
Absolutely.
What is this thing?
Well, we have a couple of new drinks and a couple of new custom tiki mugs. This is one that has Cruzan rum in it, as well as Red Stag, cherry flavored bourbon, and we've put in a little dry ice, and you can see it's off gassing right now. You have to drink it with the straw, but it chills the drink even more, and it makes it exciting. You get to take the mug home.
And this, of course, is one of your traditional drinks.
Yeah, the lava flow right here, and then we also have, in a real coconut cup, our world famous Mai Tai.
All right, let's get to the food, because I live here on Oahu. One of the things that I notice is we have a lot of Ohana barbecues on Sundays, and everybody potlucks and brings food. Food is so much more than an eating experience. It's a cultural experience on Oahu. Why is that?
Absolutely. Well, families get together, and people want to give a little. Time is so limited that you get to spend with family and extended family. So when you get together, you want to be able to share something good, something exciting. You want to be known as that person that's either bringing that specialty dish maybe, or that you've brought something maybe a little unique that other people in the family haven't had in a while.
Let's talk about what's on the table here, because
Absolutely.
We haven't eaten lunch yet and we're kind of starving.
Absolutely. We have a ahi salad. It's like a Nisiswa style. Jumping up to the plantain chips right there that have been fried. That's our Posong Crew, and that's made with ono today. Guava glazed barbecue ribs. Excellent.
Well, you're well known for your food, but you're also well known for your nightlife. This place has a really good nightlife, Friday and Saturday nights. You have live music tonight, I think.
Yeah,
it's a Thursday.
Absolutely. But we've also had some unbelievable visitors from around the world stop in and see that this is going on, and they have their regular day job back home, but they're a closet entertainer, and so they get up and they perform and have a good time.
Up next on Next Stop, slack key guitar master Makana with Lono and Lapaka. The New York Times calls his music dazzling. Next Stop calls it mesmerizing. And Makana and your band, you're an amazing gift to Hawaiian music. Thank you for joining us.
Right on.
Next Stop, Oahu. This is probably the most special music segment we've ever done, because we're in your home.
We are, and you know, Hawaiian music comes out of the home. Hawaiian music is a very personal thing. And when the missionaries arrived back in the 1800s, a lot of what was culturally Hawaiian was outlawed. And a lot of the cultural practices kind of went underground. So Hawaiian music, including the style that I am versed in, which is called kiho'alu, or Hawaiian slack key guitar, kind of went underground. It became very personal. It was only played in the home. So we wanted to share Hawaiian music in the context that it was created.
In Hawaii, we talk story, right? And you talk story through your music. What's the source of it? Besides the ancestors, what's the source of your music today?
The sense of place. It comes down to that. When you aloha someone, it's an action, it's a verb. It's not a noun, it's a verb. You aloha, I aloha you. I aloha you means I recognize that whatever's lighting you up and making you alive is the same thing that's lighting me up and making me alive. And I celebrate that. And we are ohana, we are family. And so let's work together and to create harmony. That's aloha.
Mahalo for tuning in to Next Stop from my home, Oahu, the gathering place. And big mahalos to my friends and family for joining me in all the fun. I love you guys. Thanks to our show sponsors, the Aston Hotels and Resorts, Alaska Airlines, and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody.
Kona music segment, take 3.
All right, Charlie.
Manual slate.
Charles, chat, take 1.
I thought it was.
Hold on a second, I gotta talk to you first. There's a blooper for you. Hi, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from the island that doesn't stop growing. Aloha and welcome to the island of Hawaii, also home to the most active volcano in the world, Mount Kilauea. It's also called the Big Island, and for good reason. All other 100+ Hawaiian islands fit snugly into the Big Island with room to spare, which means there's a lot to see and do. Let's get after it. The fun starts now. We're in the Kohala Mountains and about to take a combo trail with Hawaii Forest and Trail.
This is Vaivi. It's strawberry guava, actually.
Wow.
And it's one of our big invasive species. This is once, other plants all here, and this plant just comes in and takes over.
It looks like it
replaces the whole forest with itself. The ditch was built in 1905, 1906, and the flume was here up until just a few years ago, or just last year, and they replaced this. So lava makes waterfalls. What people don't realize is that because we have basalt lava, it is very conducive to making these big staircases in our streams as the water erodes it away. Loosens up the loose stuff and drops it away, gets to the hard stuff, runs down a little ways and falls off. So we'll go right over here in this rock face and I'll show you how the hard and soft is in the lava flow. This is the hard, dense stuff that we're talking about in the rock, but it's old and crumbly. Look at that, that's lava, that's just rock.
Okay, we need to give you a little tour of your vehicle here. What is this thing called? It goes everywhere. I love this thing though.
This is what we affectionately call the Pinzi. The real name's Pinzgauer, and it's Austrian made by Steyr Daimler Puch for the Swiss military. We put power to every single wheel and get the traction where we need it. So
it's fun to drive, isn't it?
They're fun to drive, they are.
You look like you're having a good time.
Well, I have more fun than you guys in the back.
Oh, we're having fun too.
Eugene River, she's nice and mellow today.
We definitely had some adventure on the Big Island today, thanks to Hawaii Forest and Trail and this man, Rob. How do you know these mountains so incredibly well?
I don't know, I just love it. Love it and do it, live it, read it.
How did you get into this? Lots of studying.
I've been into nature since I was a kid, and I came to Hawaii for a job, and just as a naturalist, it blew me away. I had no clue, and I've just been in love with the place ever since.
Well, tell us about Hawaii Forest and Trail. What are you guys all about?
Well, we're about connecting people to Hawaii and Hawaii's nature, and that's basically it. So we got the access. We've made arrangements with landowners to get people through gates, and got the vehicles to get them to spots. We've made trails, and we just want to bring people to Hawaii Nei, what's the best of Hawaii. And it's a Hawaii a lot of people don't get to see.
I love the vehicle. That was amazing. But your feet. I got to ask about these. These are not your average hiking shoes.
Yeah, these are Vibram 5 Fingers. Once you wear them after a little bit, you're hooked, and you just hate wearing shoes after that.
I trust.
It's like walking barefoot.
Located Located just 15 minutes from Kona International Airport, historic Kailua Village is a lively seaside town located in the heart of the Kona coast. Once a sleepy fishing village and retreat for Hawaiian royalty, today it's bustling with affordable accommodations, great restaurants, and loads of shopping, and much more. It's also a great place to get a cup of 100% pure Kona coffee. Coming up, swimming with dolphins in the Pacific and a working ranch. Very few things roust me out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I tell you what does. Sunlight on Water's opportunity to swim with dolphins in the Pacific.
I have a piece of bamboo. It's a Hawaiian wind instrument that I've made. It's called a pu, and it's made out of bamboo ohe. This is my pu ohe. I'm gonna blow it 4 times. When I start my ceremony, I'll start facing east. I wanna acknowledge our life source, Kala, the sun, and I blow it 4 times to recognize and honor the 4 directions, just like Native Americans do. These are humpback whales, the ones that are born here in Hawaii. That makes them Hawaiian humpbacks. All right, I'm just gonna slow and stop the boat here for now, just for a moment. Dolphins are swimming right over to our boat. We've been at this for so long. I've been in the water swimming with dolphins for over 20 years, so I know what works well, what the dolphin are comfortable with. First of all, the more comfortable, the more relaxed you are in the water, the more comfortable the dolphin will feel coming around you.
So emulate them, basically.
Yeah.
Swim with them, which enhances the fins.
That's why you've got fins on. When I'm in the water, I use a double leg dolphin kick as opposed to straight leg scissor kick, or I'll switch back and forth.
Let's go play with some dolphins.
People see the dolphin and they're so excited, and they pick up on that the happy vibe that the dolphin give off, and they just want to be with them. It's crazy.
We're 3,200 feet above sea level, and we're in for a treat. An evening at Kahului Ranch.
Well, my name is John Richards, and on behalf of the Richards family, I want to welcome everybody to Kahului Ranch. So how do we run it? Well, we run it under a single principle, and we have for quite some time. Dad, of course, really started this all many years ago. The term today, unfortunately, of course, has been co-opted and used in a lot of different ways. The term, of course, is sustainability. Now, like I said, it's been used for a million different things, but real simple. What we do today, we want to make sure that we can do tomorrow and on into the future without degrading the value, the productivity, and frankly, the beauty of the land. As you look around you, it's a pretty special place. We're doing what we can to keep it that way.
We're gonna brand something here, right?
That's right.
How do we do this?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna take one of our red hot brands, you're gonna apply it to a cedar shingle.
Oh yeah. So we made the K, but you have a special tree for us that was designed just for tonight.
Just for tonight. It was made by John Richards, took about 10 hours to make. It was hand carved, and well, would you like to see it?
I would love to, man. This is gonna be cool.
Right up.
That is very cool.
That is cool.
Mahalo. so many questions for you, Raymond. My first question, how does a proper gentleman from England find the Big Island?
Well, I originally arrived here in 1957 on a cruise ship out of London and fell in love with this beautiful island after seeing many parts of the world, and this island has got everything.
All ages come for tonight. Tell us about the night.
Well, tonight we have families coming from, as you say, from hotels, resorts, some of our local families, and we have just been able to attract the family people, the children, the parents, and the grandparents, the tutus as we call them. And it's a wonderful opportunity for them to come and enjoy. They can eat all the food, the steak and potatoes and chicken.
And after dinner, you get to dance it off a little bit.
Oh, that's right. You've got the line dancing, and we get up and kick our heels, and absolutely. Then, of course, we go around and we have the activities. We've got branding, and we've got the telescope. Make some s'mores. Of course, we put more sugar back in. And roping, of course, John here shows you how to do roping. We have horseshoes, so a lot of activities for folks to get involved and have fun.
It's such a pleasant surprise. Most of our viewers who think of Hawaii do not think of a ranch, a working ranch. When you come to the island of Hawaii, you got to check out Kahului Ranch. It is amazing. Coming up, a helicopter tour over the world's most active volcano and a truly Hawaiian resort. Mount Kilauea is the most active volcano in the world, and thankfully and kindly, it decided to become more active this week for us. Sunshine Helicopters is going to take us up for a bird's eye view.
Getting in the aircraft today, we have floats on the bottom, and this illustration is yellow, but when we do get out to the aircraft, they are gray. Please don't step on those. I'll point out to where you can step as you enter and exit the aircraft.
Hawaii has 3 active volcanoes. Along the western edge of the Kilauea Caldera Wall, it's about 400 feet deep. The Halemaumau crater normally puts out over 2,000 tons or so for the oxide a day.
A lot of activity. There's a lot of vents.
Yeah. Now the trees out to the right front of us is getting burnt down. It's from the lava flow that was flowing along the tree line that kind of cooled down already. Out to the right front of us inside the tree lines over here is where you have the Scenic Crater Road. Takes you down the hill towards the coastline, towards the west end road closure where the road ends. That comes down to Hawaii Volcano National Park.
How high are these sea cliffs?
About 1,000 feet.
The Big Island has the most diverse weather of any of the Hawaiian Islands, including tropical, monsoonal, desert, even permafrost. It has 11 of the world's 13 climate zones, creating a beautifully lush environment, from volcanic deserts to snow-capped mountains to black sand beaches to this amazing coastline. Our Island of Hawaii home, the Mauna Kea Resort, is truly a special property. It's not like a lot of hotels that you see that just kind of sprawl out. This place looks like it belongs here.
It is. It's one of those very special places. You know, it was a vision of Lawrence Rockefeller. He was kind of a very interesting kind of a character. He was truly a venture capitalist, but even more, he was involved with the environment. He was very much on ecotourism. And so when they built this place, It was really more about making the property fit the land. It was never the other way around.
You feel that. You really do feel that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. And you know, his dream was on every great beach, there should be a wonderful resort.
You've got some beautiful sculptures and pieces of art around this property.
He was a lover of art. I mean, his face shined when it came to artwork. He truly believed that art should be experienced by everyone around the world, that you shouldn't put it behind glass. There shouldn't be barriers around it. So he believed that when people came, they should experience some of the beautiful arts from around the world.
You have a beautiful golf course.
Thank you. And we want you to go out and experience it.
I want to definitely. What else can we do here? I see lots of families here. This looks like a great place for families.
This is. I mean, you know, here it's all about the ocean. We try and do everything around the ocean since that's really the reason why he built this hotel. I mean, we do all the snorkeling, we do scuba diving here. In the morning, you'll see people out here paddle boarding. We really do focus on the ocean. I mean, that's our mainstay here.
You've got a great staff and some very colorful chefs. Check this guy out.
Welcome guys to the Mauna Kea. We'll be doing a few things here using organic product, and we'll do a pasta today. Actually, this is a recipe that we developed. Okay, there's different ways of making pastas or different ingredients. So we run this to the machine. Okay. So we roll this up. Bigger pastas, we do it like this. Okay, or you can go thinner. Okay, or you can just do a bigger cut. All right. So we'll go ahead and cook it. Okay. Saute this up a little bit.
You do throw it against the refrigerator trick?
Well, you know what? The funny thing about it is we did that, and believe it or not, one of the cooks were like, "Are you crazy?" I was like, "I haven't seen that before." So it's funny because my old chef from actually Oregon taught me that. So if you go back to the Winchester Inn, you'll have pastas all over the wall, and they're like, well, "That's Chef Junior's, there's Chef Mark," and here at the Mauna Kea, it's all about the flavor and the food.
And it's all local.
Yes.
Right here. You don't import this from anywhere.
Exactly.
It doesn't get any more fresh than that. Garnish.
Garnish right there, and
voila.
There you go. You got it.
Up next, Liquid Aloha on the Big Island at the Kona Brewers Festival. It's time for some Liquid Aloha. We're at the Kona Brewers Festival. The sun's out, the beer's flowing, and the people are ready to party. So I got Tracy here, all the way from California.
We're pouring a dark IPA today, which is a new beer style to the beer community. It's a dark beer that has a lot of hop flavor to it, about 8% alcohol.
Nice. Well, let's taste your stuff, man.
All right. It's the Alpha Red, the other beer we're offering here today.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's nice.
It's really nice. Some amazing costumes here today, but I think I found the two that exemplify a beer festival the best. What do you guys think? Now, you're obviously St. Pauli girls. Do you know each other? Did you coordinate this?
Actually, we do know each other, but we did not coordinate this.
So where do you get a costume like this? It's not at the ABC store.
This is my Halloween costume. This was my Halloween costume as well, actually. And I figured, you only have so many places where you can actually wear a costume like this, and Brewfest is one of them.
This festival brings out some crazy outfits. Check this one out. There's actually a reason behind this outfit, Rebecca. Tell us about what this is made of and the significance of the Trash Fashion Show for the Brewers Festival.
The Trash Fashion Show is a phenomenal group of people who are dedicated and start working on their costumes probably 5 months before the event. Educate the crowd to the small things that we can all do to make sure that all of this didn't end up in the landfill.
I love your president, Matson Davis. Today we tried to coke up with them, but it's just too busy. But yesterday we did learn a little bit more about Kona Brewing.
In 1994, father and son, Cameron Healy and Spoon Kalsa,
decided to share their passion for the craft world, felt that Hawaii needed a nice little brewery, and here we are today.
This is really a good gathering place for people here on the island and for visitors.
Big goal of ours, right from the beginning, when Cameron and I got together and started working with each other, I said, let's build a restaurant that's a great gathering place.
Now, Kona Brewing has kind of exploded in the last couple of years. Tell us what's been happening with you guys.
Well, through further distribution on the mainland, and I think the clear message of paradise, liquid aloha, high quality product, using those Aloha series beers that have things like Kona coffee in them, or passion fruit on the Wailua wheat.
Before sustainability was even a word, you guys were adopting sustainable practices here, leading the charge, not just in Hawaii, but really in the mainland too.
Well, thank you. There's a couple things. It's the right thing to do, and I think as a leader, you want to take a leadership position on things. And so, from the menu, where we use products that are grown here locally, to the fact that we are one of, I think, very, very few breweries, I can't think of any others, that actually produce their beer in multiple locations to minimize their carbon footprint.
So this is where it all started though, right? This
It
is
is.
the main room. This
Yep.
is where all the beer is brewed. You guys see some longboard over there, my favorite.
Yep. For the first 5 years, this is where all the beer for Kona Brewing Company came from.
What does the festival mean for you guys?
The festival really is an opportunity for us to celebrate our birthday. It's really a chance to get down and celebrate with the people that live right here in Kona.
How appropriate and how cool is it that our featured artist on this episode from Kona is a guy by the name of Kona?
Yeah.
We couldn't have planned it any better.
I know. Kona in Kona. How you doing?
Here at the pub, here at the brewery, you're the featured band on stage today. What was it like playing the festival?
Oh, it's awesome. First time here. The people are great. Of course, there's beer. So, you know.
Did you get to partake in any of the beer?
I did. I tried. My thing is, I don't know, unlike other musicians, I try not to drink before I play, because then I'll just get stupid and forget. I have major brain farts, so I'll forget lyrics and stuff.
Driving around, ain't got no place to go. Passing by a house I know never long ago. I see a woman standing on the lawn. Oh, long ago, she was the one.
Your music has actually won awards. Nahoku Hana Hana Award.
Yes.
Hawaii's Grammy. Tell us about that.
Yes, my first Nahoku Hana Hana Award, 2010 Rock Album of the Year.
Mahalo for tuning into Next Stop from the island of Hawaii, or the Big Island, the island that just doesn't stop growing. It's a beautiful place with beautiful people. Thanks also to everybody that made our show possible, especially the Mauna Kea Resort. We love your property. Thanks also to our title sponsors, Alaska Airlines and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card, for your partnership. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody. What's been probably one of the key memories for you in your years of doing this business?
I had the Swedish bikini team out here.
You did not. I love that. Tell me about the Swedish bikini team.
Oh, jeez! Oh my God!
Aloha, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop from the beautiful Garden Isle. Welcome to Kauai, the oldest of the Hawaiian Islands. We'll explore some of its rich history. Most of this beautiful Garden Isle is not accessible by car, like this amazing waterfall. No problem, we'll explore by air, by foot, and by water. Warm aloha hospitality, beautiful island tunes by Tahiti Ray and Jason Allen, and exciting adventures await on Next Stop, Kauai. The fun starts now. If you're looking for a unique adventure on Kauai, visit Kauai Backcountry Adventures for some mountain tubing.
is Mount Waialeale, right? The rainiest spot in the world. In the world. Really cool, right? It gets about 450 inches of rain, the top of there, on average per year. All right, so if you guys are ready to start the nature walk, start right here. So Chinese timber bamboo, when it's first starting out, grows about 6 to 8 inches a day. Crazy, yeah. And it's actually a member of the grass family. This plant, the taro plant, it actually turns water into mercury. What? Really cool, right? This is sugarcane. Grows about 11 to 20 feet in height, about 2 inches in diameter. Over this way you can see we have 3 sluice gates, and those gates are what we're using to control the water levels. We usually keep the water at about 3 feet deep on average.
Now I'm going to show you guys your mode of transportation for today. Non-motorized mode of transportation will be your flotation device right here, aka your water tubes. Now this is the safest way that you can sit, okay? I want you guys to stay like this the whole ride. I'll let you guys know when you guys can kind of reposition. One of the first commands that I want you guys to follow is lights on, lights off. So I want you guys to try it on right now. Make sure that you guys can turn your lights on and off with your gloves on, okay? All right, so you guys can head down there, and we got some tubes waiting for you guys, all right?
All right.
So I grew up in the Black Hills and we had lots of rivers and I tubed a lot, but I've never tubed in an irrigation ditch from our sugar plantation. That was pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's very, very unique. What happened 150 years ago, they hand dug these irrigation canals that they used to water the sugarcane fields. You know, the sugarcane industry is kind of what put Hawaii on the map back in the day. So what's cool about these, we call them ditches, by the way. What's cool about this ditch system is when they got to these big mountains, they couldn't go around them, so they would go right through them.
So how long is the tubing course?
So the actual tubing course, we use 2.5 miles of the old Honolulu ditch. And in that 2.5 miles, there's 5 different tunnels. The longest tunnel is actually about 3/4 of a mile long. So you know, you're in that one for about 15, 20 minutes.
That's a fun tour. I love going to the tunnels. You really have no idea what's coming.
Exactly.
But you do have the headlamps.
Yes, yes.
Which make you look kind of cool too.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
The most popular beach on the South Shore is Poipu Beach, fronted by Poipu Beach Park and several resorts and restaurants. Poipu Beach was once named the best beach in America by the Travel Channel. And for all you water enthusiasts, you've got surfing, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, deep-sea fishing, whatever your heart's content. This is also a great beach for families as the facilities are excellent and it's guarded 7 days a week. For more information on Kauai beaches and all things Kauai, visit kawaidiscovery.com. This afternoon, we're checking out the island on ATVs with Kipu Ranch Adventures.
All right, guys, so aloha and welcome to Kipu Ranch Adventures. My name is Mana. I'm going to be your tour guide for today. Now, as for our trails, we do encounter some roots, rocks, ruts, potholes. Now, I tell my guests, smooth and slow every single day. But I have one person from every group who will get to this hill and use way too much brakes, okay? And they kind of do this on the way down. Oh my God. Oh no. I'm okay. You're probably gonna have an anxiety attack before you even reach the bottom. So definitely one thing about becoming a passenger. So. Welcome to Kipu Ranch, guys. Welcome to our office. Not a bad place to work every day. Our office here is 4,200 acres and it's owned by the Rice family. Now, if you guys take a look at this pasture right here, right behind me with this mountain in the backdrop, this was used in a really famous movie. Does anyone want to take a guess to what could have been filmed right out here? You got it, Jurassic Park 1. Anybody watch the very first Jurassic Park? All right, so if you guys remember, there's a scene where the scientists and the 2 kids are running away from a herd of dinosaurs. If you guys take a look out here in the field, that's where most of that was filmed.
I want to first start out by saying thank you for getting me dirty from head to toe.
You're very welcome.
This isn't the cleanest tour, but it's definitely fun.
Yep. I have a pleasure bringing you guys out here to get you guys dirty.
So how many people do you guys run through this every day? There's a lot of people in there. There's kids too, I noticed.
Yeah, every day we'll take out anywhere from 80 to 90 people.
The part of this tour is a lot more than just ATVs, but it's really learning about the history of the area.
Yeah, this area here, you know, it's filled with, you know, rich history. So that's one thing I love about my job is being able to share this, you know, with everyone that comes out to visit.
So what's next on our adventure?
From here, we're gonna actually head up to about 1,000 feet in elevation. We're gonna take you guys to a real beautiful spot. This spot here, an estimated 95% of locals that live on the island have never been there or even got to see what this place looks like. So this place we're taking you to next is gonna be a real treat. These 3 beaches, hardest ones to get to on the island. Reason for that, you can't drive or hike in. This beach is surrounded by private property. Now, if you guys take a look to the left, there's a monument there for Mr. John Waterhouse. Now, this monument here was built for him because he was one of the owners of this property. Also, guys, that last ridge line there, that's the southeasternmost point of our island. If you guys are standing at that point, you face southeast, you're actually gonna be right in line with the rest of the Hawaiian Islands. And on a real clear day, you can actually see the island of Oahu from there. So that's one cool thing about that spot.
Well, do I look like I had fun? I did. Mahalo to Kipu Ranch Adventures for another outstanding way to see the gorgeous Garden Isle. Coming up on Next Stop, we tour Kauai by air and talk story at the Kauai Museum. With the start of seasonal service between Portland and Kauai in November of 2012, Alaska Airlines now offers the most flights and lowest fares from its 4 gateway cities, Seattle, Portland, Oakland, and San Jose. For more information on these flights and all Alaska Airlines flights, visit award-winning alaskaair.com. Without a doubt, one of the best ways to experience the beautiful Garden Isle is by air with Island helicopters.
We're at Mauna Waipuna Waterfall, aka Jurassic Falls, which is about 400 feet tall, and it is a privately owned waterfall, and it's owned by the Robinson family.
Nice. So how did you guys get the honor of being the only helicopter company that gets to actually land here?
Well, we thought of it first. As you can see, everything's pristine. We don't got no rubbish around here. They take care of everything. They clean it up well, and we do a really good tour compared to everybody else out there.
You must love your job.
I like what I do.
Every day's different, I'm guessing?
Every day's different. I meet people from all over the world.
Where are we going next?
We're going to the Waimea Canyon, which is out towards the west side. And then we'll fly around the canyon, then we'll head out north and go to the Nepali coast.
Let's fly away.
We are headed to the Waimea Canyon, Grand Canyon of the Pacific. It's a little greener than the Grand Canyon, but it really looks a lot like it.
I can see why this has been compared to the Grand Canyon.
So this is Nuololo Aina Valley. Aina meaning the land side. Right there to the right, the first 2 little beaches you're going to see, there's going to be an archway right there. That's the one that James Bond flew through in The Man with the Golden Gun.
I'm going to go ahead and say you don't see this every day. Just saying.
This is Wailua Falls,
Fantasy
the
Island.
TV show Fantasy Island Waterfall.
Welcome, my friends, to Fantasy Island. So we're heading to the wettest place on the earth.
Wild Alley Crater. We're headed there now.
So how many inches a year do they say?
About 450 inches of average rainfall a year.
What a special and spiritual experience. Island helicopters, mahalo. We're at the Kauai Museum in downtown Lihue to learn a bit about Hawaii's oldest island, followed by what's happening on Kauai today.
My name is Chris Faya. I'm the curator here at the Kauai Museum. We have some very, very interesting artifacts that are only found here on Kauai and Niihau. Captain Cook for the Western world discovered the Hawaiian Islands, and on his way actually up north to look for the fabled Northwest Passage, and in 1778 in January he found the Hawaiian Islands. Well, the museum's purpose really is to tell the stories, and that's what the exhibits are about. We have permanent exhibits, temporary exhibits, you know, we cover all kinds of subjects. In 1874, King Kalakaua goes to Washington and negotiates free tariff of Hawaii goods into the United States, and that is what started the Hawaiian sugar industry really rolling. We try to preserve as best we can the artifacts, not just of the Hawaiian people, the culture here, but also the immigrant culture that came with the sugar industry. And these are all part of our mission here, but we specifically speak to Kauai and Niihau.
Okay, so we've learned about the history, which is impressive. I had no idea that sugar put Kauai on the map.
Very much so.
I like that.
Very much so. We've got history that goes on and on and on, and this is the great place to start with and get immersed in it to find out what's happening on Kauai.
Tell us what's happening today on Kauai.
So for Kauai, it's an island that you want to get into a variety of different ways. The thing about Kauai is we often have festivals and events that are happening, so please check that out. The new things for us are Kauai made, Kauai grown. So we're really pushing more sustainability about the island. We actually have now electric car plug-ins that you can do, so people can rent electric cars now. You have plug-ins for electric cars around the island, so that's kind of new for us, going more green.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming.
We love your aloha spirit.
We love having you back.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Up next on Next Stop, kayaking on Kauai and a local favorite hotel and resort. Most of Kauai is inaccessible by car. Today we're checking out the backcountry with Outfitters Kauai by kayak.
Okay, couple things. How to hold our paddles. Putting it on your head and making a 90-degree angle is going to be proper position for yourself. You don't want to be too far out, you don't want to be too close. And when you're 90-degree angle and you pull it down, you should be a little further than shoulder width apart. You're going to push out with your arm, fully extending the length of your arm, locking that elbow. Then you're going to dip the paddle in the water where your toes would be. As you pull the water back towards your hip, you're going to actually push with the other arm.
So how far are we paddling down the river?
It's about 2.5 miles.
And we're going to end at?
Kaipi Ranch. It is a 7,000 acre cattle ranch. It's a working cattle ranch. It's owned by the Rice family. And it's a really special piece of land. Not a lot of people get to go there. We lease the land for our tours, but the only other way to be on the ranch is to get invited there.
Here we're on Kaipi Ranch, which is the property, private property. It's pretty much been private for all of the time that there has been land ownership of property on the islands. By us actually running tours, it's what helps them to keep the property without having to sell it off to developers. This is what they make the poi out of. Has anybody heard of poi before? Yeah, oha is part of ohana, and that would be what the roots are called, and that's where they developed the name of ohana because they felt that their family were like the roots of the taro plant. And you need your strong roots and foundation and family to grow.
So I knew we were going to go kayaking. I knew we were going to see a massive waterfall like this one right here. But I didn't know we'd have such an entertaining guide and learn so much along the way. So what else does Outfitters Kauai do?
We do zip lining. We also have ocean kayaking and a downhill bike tour. Everything that's involved with kayaking usually has a hike along with it, just to kind of give a little bit more.
That was fun.
See the interior of the island, see the beauty that we have here.
I'm about to touch this water.
Oh, yes,
Are you going to do it?
I'm going to be there and be your lifeguard because a dry lifeguard's a good lifeguard.
All right, fair enough. It's our pleasure for Next Stop to be back on the beautiful islands of Hawaii, especially the beautiful Garden Isle of Kauai, and to partner with our good friends at the Aston Hotels and Resorts. Harry, good to see you guys again. Thanks for
you.
having us.
Thank
Mahalo.
You, John. Thank you very much.
One thing I love about Aston, and we see this really all over Hawaii, is the variety of properties.
Absolutely.
Kauai is no different.
We have 4 beautiful properties here.
Islander on the Beach is a beautiful place with amazing
Excellent
grounds.
locations, very beautiful oceanfront resort location.
No, I like the fact that your general manager takes personal care and she goes out and literally plants these beautiful flowers on property.
She's a firecracker of a GM, I have to admit. Sadie is absolutely amazing at her job.
So we're staying down in Poipu. Poipu is a massive property. Again, beautiful gardens.
Absolutely, and beautiful cliff sides, nice beaches, a lot more open space. I think so.
And there's 3-bedroom houses, condos.
Can't go wrong. Great for big families, large groups.
Kind of something for everybody in all the Aston chain, for that matter.
Especially
but one of my
Kauai.
favorites, and we stayed there a couple years ago, is the Waimea Plantation Cottages.
Absolutely, one of my favorites also.
Why is it your favorite?
Well, I like the fact that it's so secluded. It's away from it all. It's the very end of a long drive. It doesn't get any better than that. You can just absolutely be away from everything.
But there's still a lot of activities, though. You guys
Absolutely.
have an Aloha book that all the islands have.
Absolutely.
And you kind of give people sort of a map of what to do. They can pick and choose their
The
activities.
zip lining, the boat tours, absolutely. There's a lot to do in Kauai.
Now, we're on one of your other properties here called the Aloha Beach.
The Aloha Beach Hotel.
And you have actual live shows with this one. This is something I didn't know.
That is correct.
What are we
have
going to see
2
tonight?
shows here. Tonight's we're featuring our luau. Oh, we'll have kalua pig, and that's always a favorite. We'll have sweet potatoes, yams, and also my favorite is the desserts.
Coming up on Next Stop, beautiful music by Tahiti Ray and Jason Allen. Tonight we celebrate local grinds at the Feral Pig and local music with Tahiti Ray and Jason Allen. So am I in Kauai or am I in Ireland? I feel like I'm in Ireland here. This is an Irish pub in Lihue on Kauai. This is awesome.
Long story short, someone told us it was the most beautiful place on the planet, and so we decided to move here. I got a job 38 hours after I got on island, and
where did you live for 3 weeks?
3.5 weeks I spent in my rental car.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the beach until I found a place to live.
You're relatively new.
Yeah.
And the place is jumping.
Yeah,
this is a Sunday night.
Sunday night. We just opened about 10 months ago, and it's been fantastic.
I think the reason is your food's really good and your prices.
Behind every great restaurant is a great staff, and these guys are unbelievable. They work really hard. They're doing amazing things back there.
What do we got here on the table?
This is our banh mi. So banh mi, is a Vietnamese sandwich. This is actually our signature burger, but the burger itself, the patty is 50% Kauai ground beef and 50% house smoked pork shoulder.
I love that you celebrate food, especially the local ingredients, but you also celebrate local music. Tonight we have Tahiti Ray and Jason Allen. This is a great local music venue.
These guys are awesome. We're doing music at least every Thursday, and then we're looking to expand as we go on.
When you touch my skin, your fingertips feel like heaven. Oh, when your soft lips, I'm free to be just me.
So Kauai is considered Hawaii's most romantic island, and today Tahiti Ray got to experience some true romance. Share with us.
I got engaged today. Yay.
Show it off.
Ring.
Show it off. How awesome is that? Well, I love it because you do a song tonight for us.
I do.
That you talk about. You wrote it for him.
I did write it for him.
And you talk about him getting down on one knee.
Yeah.
And it actually happened today.
Yeah.
You teared up at the end of it.
I did.
teared up at the end of it.
Yeah.
You get down on one knee, say, baby, you're all I need. Baby, will you marry me?
Now, Jason, you found Tahiti, or did Tahiti find you?
You know what? It's
Because your voices blend beautifully together.
Both. I think it's a little bit of both. We've known each other for so long.
We have a lot of mutual friends.
I brought the idea up. It was a little bit of my idea, I think, to begin with.
And you, oh, you love me.
I look at your calendar online, and you guys are gigging all over the place.
Yeah, and we're so grateful. We really are. We're doing what we love. We're happy. And next thing is just making our own album and making it happen.
Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much for joining us on Next Stop from the gorgeous Garden Isle of Kauai. Also, big mahalos to this episode's sponsors, the Kauai Visitors Bureau and Aston Hotels and Resorts. Warm aloha and many thanks to our good friends and title sponsors, Alaska Airlines and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card. Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody.
Also symbolically, the banana plant is believed to be ancestors of men, not women, just men. And you guys can go phallic on this, but it's not because of that reason. We don't want you eating too many of these nuts because these nuts can get very oily, and things that are oily will clean you out.
Aloha, welcome to Next Stop from our 50th States Valley Isle. It's whale season on magical Maui, and on this episode, we'll get up close and personal with some humpback whales. We'll also experience adventure and culture on Maui and feature the legendary tunes of Maui's own Willie K. The fun starts now. For this evening's activity, we board the Terralani for a sunset cruise complete with poo-poos and cocktails, and hopefully something that rhymes with cocktails, whales. Get it? The fun starts right when you board.
Go, guys, go.
Go while we're young. Come on, let's go.
Get on the ladder.
Heads are the bathrooms. Those staircases right there. Take your time going down there. Use the railings while you move around down there. You guys, if you see, if you don't think it's operating correctly down there, don't be shy. Please let Amber know. Okay. What we're gonna do is go out, look for some humpback whales. If we don't see humpback whales today, you might be sleeping because they're all over the place. If your eyes are open, you're probably gonna see some whales out there.
There's two types. There's toothed whales and baleen whales. They're gonna be feeding up in Alaska all summer in groups. They form big bubble nets which capture their prey, and then they'll take turns jumping through the nets to engulf the prey.
Really? That's a huge one. Wow.
That's a mom and a baby.
Yep. Oh, look at those tail flips. I can tell which was the mom and which was the baby. Oh my God, this is incredible. There you go. I love the cocktail cruise, not only for the cocktails and the whales, but also because you get to meet fun people from all over the place. What are your names and where are you guys from?
I'm John, this is Dale from Vancouver, Washington.
Well, I have some questions for you about Hawaii. Let's test your Hawaii knowledge. First of all, what's the capital of Hawaii?
Honolulu.
You are correct. Do you know the name of the state fish?
Oh no?
Can't pronounce it, it's about
this
20
long.
20 letters
He's
long.
gonna bring
It's about this long. I'm actually bringing it out. I'm giving you a cheat sheet, and I want to hear you guys pronounce it.
No.
Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Puma nuku naku apua'i.
Say it really fast, though. Now go fast. Come on. You can do it.
Puma hua nuku nuku apua'i.
Pretty close. John, come on, you got to give it a try. Your wife
Come
did
on.
it.
Huna huna nuku apo.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
We not only saw whales and had killer poo-poos and cocktails, but these guys do an awesome job. The Terralani is the way to go when you come to Maui to see anything. What do you guys do when the whales aren't here?
We snorkel. We get in the water. We go snorkeling.
Nice.
And sailing.
And sailing.
You guys do a great job. You make everybody feel welcome. Everybody from all over the country is here having a good time. We had a good time. Now, I need to ask you a favor, though. If I give you these hats, will you wear them? Bud says yes. Bud chose the gray.
Always.
For you, Bud.
Yeah.
Amber?
Of course we'll wear them.
I will wear
You will?
them.
Promise? Because you guys see tourists from all over the place. You need to help us promote next stop.
Yeah, but they don't all bring us hats.
Nice. Cheers. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Lahaina, located on West Maui, was the first capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii. In the 19th century, it served as the center for the global whaling industry. Lahaina, in Hawaiian, means cruel sun, relating to its sunny, dry climate. It only gets about 13 inches of rain a year. So for those of us living in a rainy, wet climate, isn't that a good reason to come to Maui? Book your trip today at alaskaair.com. Coming up on Next Stop, we get down and dirty on ATVs in West Maui. We all have to eat on Maui, and some of us just have to shop. For you shoppers, the Whalers Village is perfect. With over 90 stores to tickle your fancy, there's just about something for everybody. And when you're done shopping and you've worked up an appetite, visit one of their fantastic restaurants. I've tried them all, and they're fabulous. My favorite thing about Whalers Village is the location, right on world-famous Ka'anapali Beach. For more information, visit whalersvillage.com. For today's Maui adventure, we're heading up country with Kahoma Ranch ATV Tours.
Transmission is an automatic, so I mean you don't even have to touch them unless you gotta. There's only 2 gears. All the way down is reverse if you have to. All the way back up is low. There is a high gear, but we cut the high gear off, especially for the Californians.
We can really get wet there.
So I'm gonna point out some fruits and stuff grown in Hawaii. A lot of people ask like how pineapples and bananas grow. And I'm gonna show you guys a couple of native plants while we're up there, yeah? So bananas, this is how it grows first off, starts off with a flower. Underneath every leaf is seeds of bananas. Pineapples, a lot of people think it grows in trees. You know, it doesn't grow in trees. It grows just like this. You see them? So it takes about 1.5 years for a pineapple to be matured and ready to eat. 1.5 years. Same thing with the bananas, a little over 1 year. So Maui Gold pineapple, the most sweetest pineapple in the world. Cut them just like this on the side. All right, so you cut around the core like this. You slice. This is the 9th rainiest place in the world, 600 inches a year. We're gonna yell as loud as you can, just for a quick second and stop. Just not longer than a second, because if you yell longer than a second, you won't be able to hear the echo, yeah? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Sweet. You get that? You guys are ready to ride again? Get back in the ATVs and ride? All right, let's go.
Not only was it an exhilarating ATV adventure up here, but I also got a nice little spa treatment. They say mud's good for the skin, right?
Yeah.
Now you guys do other tours, right?
Yeah, I mean we do a water slide tour that you guys didn't experience, but
really,
we do the first tour is just driving like how we just did, and the last 2 tours is a water slide tour incorporated with the tour. So it's 40 minutes of sliding, and the rest is driving.
Well, we've done a lot of tours. This was super cool. I think this is a must-do on your Maui checklist. You can't come to Maui and not attend a luau. Luau's are very important in Hawaii. We're at the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. The luau is much more than just a show. It's an actual story from beginning to end, right?
Right.
Tell us the story. Walk us through the story.
Our story is a journey of all the Polynesian islands from start to finish. You get the costumes, the songs, the dances, a real touch of what the history is all about.
What's the significance of the fire knife dance within the luau?
The fire knife is originally from the island of Samoa. Actually, it started out with just a knife dance, and then the fire was added on later.
If you're a golf enthusiast, there's 14 courses to choose from on Maui. Our favorite's the Ka'anapali Golf Course is located in the heart of Ka'anapali. With over 45 years of tournament history, legends like Jack and Arnie have played here, and so can you. For more information, visit Ka'anaPaliGolfCourses.com and play golf. Coming up on Next Stop, a cultural experience at a world-class resort. There are many beautiful hotels and resorts to stay at on Maui. We chose the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas, a AAA 4-diamond resort located right on Ka'anapali Beach. The lobby is warm and inviting, and the rooms are gorgeous. Each villa has its own famous Westin Heavenly Bed, a fully equipped kitchen, flat-screen TVs, and what I love, a whirlpool bathtub. And for those of us that don't like to travel with lots of bags, no worries. Each unit also has its own washer and dryer, so leave that excess baggage at home. The 26-acre property at the Maui Westin Villas is spectacular. They have 6 pools. One of them has a water slide, which me and my crew totally dig. One of the pools for the keikis, or children, even has its own pirate ship. Arrgh! And if you just want to chill out, hang out in the lazy river pool, or take a stroll along the oceanfront walking and jogging trail. But the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort is much more than your average resort. It's a cultural experience. We've shown you that the Westin Villas here on Maui is an amazing resort, but you can actually immerse yourself into the Hawaiian culture here on property. Isn't that true, Maka?
Yes, it is, absolutely.
It all starts in the morning with the conch shell blowing. What's the significance of the conch shell and the chanting?
Well, the significance of the conch shell is at the sound of the pool or the conch shell announces that something very special is about to happen. So after the sounding of the conch shell, then you have what we call a oli kahea, or the calling, which is in a chant form. For instance, O nauna kahalame kalehua he halelehua noia nakanoe.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. Sustainability is a big topic here today.
Absolutely.
And Hawaii being the most isolated landmass in the world, you need to live off the land still. Tell us about that.
Actually, back in the old days of Hawaii, our kupuna, or our ancestors, that is the lessons that we have been taught, because it's always we become one with Papahanau Moku, which is Earth Mother. And we believe that when we take care of Earth Mother, that she will take care of us.
And there's lots of different vegetation on property here. You have a botanical tour, correct?
Yes, absolutely. We do have a botanical tour. We have one of our associates that take our owners and guests on a short, maybe about an hour tour on our property. We have what we call la'au, which is medicinal plants that we grow. And we explain what the scientific name is, the common name for it, and what we use it for.
Well, I love to participate, and I'm thinking I need to immerse myself in Hawaiian culture here on property. What would you recommend?
I would recommend that you really immerse yourself with coconut weaving that we have every Fridays here on our property.
I like it. I've never done it. Time to try something new. Hey, kids. Hey, Mika.
Hey, brother. Hey.
Maka tells me you're going to teach us how to weave from the coconut tree.
Yeah. Put your left hand like this. Some of you might have 2 left hands, but grab your left hand like this. Your other left, there you go. This left. Get the white end of the first leaf. Drape it over your left hand just like this. Make it so that it goes across your hand. Okay? Good job, brother.
Thanks, man. Relaxation, rejuvenation, and personal wellness. These are the themes here at the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas.
The spa really embodies all 3 of those, with wellness, yoga classes, fitness classes, Pilates. For relaxation and rejuvenation, so massage, facial, body treatments really help you relax your mind and your body.
Now your spa is very beautiful. You've got a tree house Suite. Tell us about that.
The treehouse suite overlooks our meditation lounge. You can hear the bamboo swaying, the birds chirping. You get all those outdoor elements.
Now for couples, you guys have some special programs as well.
We do. We have a couples instructional massage. So that is a therapist takes a couple up to our room. And it's a great bonding experience. The husband's learning how to give a really good foot massage. The wife's learning how to do a really good shoulder and scalp massage.
And then after they're done with all that, they can chillax, as I like to say, in the relaxation lounge, which is outdoors, but kind of private and secluded as well. Well, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get my spa in later on, but what do you suggest?
I would say for wellness to try the paddle boarding. You can do it right outside the resort.
So Sarah mentioned stand-up paddleboarding as something I should do for myself, relaxation, rejuvenation, and I think it's a good idea because it's really kind of the sport of the people. It's really not that difficult. Everybody's doing it here in Hawaii, all ages. Here's the 101. Grab your paddle, grab your board, paddle out to some smooth water, paddle out on your knees, it's nice and easy. And when you find some smooth water, stand up with your feet about shoulder length apart and start paddling. While you're paddling, bend your knees. You get a nice core workout. It's actually a lot of fun. We have many dining options here at the Westin Maui Villas, and one of my favorites is Lihue.
One of the things that Chef Francois has really brought to the table is he's all about sustainability. We take traditional Italian recipes and we infuse them with local flair.
Tell us about the other options for dining here in addition to Lihue, which is fantastic.
Well, in addition to Lihue, we also have Ocean's Pool Bar and Grill. From Fridays, they have a live sushi demonstration. They have live music there. Then we've also got Pailolo. That's Maui's only oceanfront sports bar, which is great.
We love that. Well, what are we going to be cooking tonight? Because I'm actually going to get in the kitchen with Chef Francois.
Honestly, I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve. You know, he's going to kind of trial by fire with you.
What are we going to make here?
We're going to make clam linguine. We'll bring some of those nice, beautiful clams. And we just let them steam just for a second.
Just pour it in?
Just pour it in. And nice little flame going.
Merci beaucoup.
Bon appetito.
When Next Stop returns,
Sac Polynesia!
You guys don't want to miss this. Las Vegas meets Maui at Cirque Polynesia. Now, Tuffy, this isn't your first circus.
Well, the new thing is for this season is the Wheel of Death, or the Wheel of Destiny, which I prefer calling it rather than the Wheel of Death. It's really exciting. It's about 50 feet high. Our performer runs around the outside of it doing tricks, and he does a flip off. It's really cool.
So how many families are involved in the performance? Because I see mother, daughter, kids. It's
well,
a big family.
Right, the circus is about family. And most circus performers grew up, you know, passing it on to the next generation. So it's almost all families.
You surprised everybody tonight with this.
Yes.
I thought it was an act because you guys are performers, but it's not an act.
No.
You guys got engaged tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This
Thank you
was
very much.
a rare. I was sitting in the back row going, is it real? Is it a joke? Is it real?
I've been thinking about it for years, and we looked at rings before, and I found this one. I really liked it, and I don't know, just felt like it was time. Felt like it was right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And the best of luck to you, and
Thank
what a
you.
great show you have. Thanks for having us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
For
our local music segment, we're in Wailea at Mulligan's on the Blue for award-winning music by Willie K. Irish-born publican Mike O'Dwyer brings Ireland to Maui here at Mulligan's.
And a full Irish pub at that.
It is
with real Guinness.
Is this real Guinness? Straight from
Dublin?
Dublin?
From St. James's Gate.
Nice. So this is going to be the real thing.
There's nothing like it. Real Irish pub with real Irish people drinking real Irish Guinness.
What's it like to have a guy like Willie K perform here regularly?
To have a Hawaiian man playing Irish music in an Irish pub. My dad came here and he said he had to travel 8,000 miles to see somebody sing Danny Boy properly. So and we're honored. This is kind of his home on Maui.
Music is very important to the Hawaiian Islands, and everywhere you go, everybody knows Willie K, and for good reason. Your music is awesome.
Thanks. Aloha, brother. How you doing, man?
Aloha. How did you get started? How did it all begin for you?
Brother, I've been born with it. You know, parents were musicians, and so everybody else who was born right after that became great musicians.
So did you sit around with the family and play growing up?
And we still do that.
That's awesome.
We still do that.
And you got your ohana with you tonight. You got a cute little girl.
We try to, you know, make the atmosphere more family-like.
Every day she went across the sea, bound for Lahaina town. At the end of the day, she returns to Molokai. To Molokai.
You play amazing Hawaiian music, but you rock out to other stuff. I heard you do opera.
Yeah, well, it's all part of the entertaining process. You give them everything you possibly can so that they remember you and love you and tell everybody else wherever they come from.
She's my Molokai woman. She's my Molokai woman every day now. My Molokai. All the thing about her. My Molokai. Don't you let the love fade away. Oh no. Oh, my Molokai.
Mahalo for tuning in to Next Stop from magical Maui. We've barely scratched the surface of this lovely island. There's so much to see and do, so much culture to experience. We hope we've enticed you to book your next trip to Maui. Thanks to our Maui show sponsors, the Westin Ka'anapali Ocean Resort Villas, Alaska Airlines, and the Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card. Also thanks to our longtime partners, London Influence and Latitudes. We'll see you next time on Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody. And action. I'm with a couple of the stars of the show tonight. This show was amazing.
No, more energy, I said. More energy. Take two.
So I'm with a couple of the stars of the show tonight.
No, more energy. More energy into it.
I'm with a couple of the stars of the show tonight. Everything was awesome. The show was awesome, and these two got engaged, and we have the most amazing camera guy working for the first time tonight.
Perfect.